Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed. Today we're diving into episode 195 of the AI Brief. My name is Amin.
And I'm Leah. Our mission today really is to cut through the noise.
Yeah.
We want to deliver the most important insights from recent AI developments.
Yeah, we're looking at quite a mixed AI personality, some real shakeups in the tech world, and even some, well, tricky questions emerging in research.
Exactly. We'll unpack how large language models are showing signs of strategic thinking.
And the big cancellations hitting that AI coding tool, Cursor, that caused quite a stir.
Oh, definitely. Plus, this story about researchers maybe gaming peer reviews using hidden prompts.
Crazy stuff. And of course, we'll cover other key AI news and some handy tools for you.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, first up, this is fascinating. New research suggesting AI models might be developing like distinct personalities, hidden ones.
Yeah, it sounds a bit sci-fi, but it came out of a classic game theory experiment, The Prisoner's Dilemma.
So how do they actually do it? How do you test an AI's personality?
Well, they didn't just test a few times. They ran a staggering 140,000 rounds of the game.
Whoa.
And they found that models from OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, they each came up with their own unique ways of playing, real strategies.
It gets deeper, right? They weren't just playing, they were reasoning about it.
That's the kicker. Before making a choice, cooperate or defect, the AI would generate text explaining its thinking, calculating opponent patterns, guessing when the match might end.
So actual strategic thought influencing the decision, not just reacting.
Precisely. And the results showed these clear differences. Gemini, for instance, was described as ruthlessly adaptive, quick to retaliate if betrayed.
Okay, sharp elbows there. What about the others?
OpenAI models, interestingly, often lean towards cooperation, sometimes even when it wasn't really in their best interest when they were being exploited.
Huh. Almost naive.
Or maybe just programmed with a different default. Researchers even mapped these response patterns, like fingerprints. Anthropic's Claude came out as the most forgiving model after being betrayed.
So these distinct fingerprints. What's the bigger picture here? Why does this matter for, us?
Well, if you think about it, these LLMs are trained on similar huge data sets, right? Yet they develop these unique strategies.
So it's more than just repeating patterns they've seen.
It strongly suggests actual reasoning capabilities are emerging. And as these models get put into more high-stakes roles, think complex negotiations, resource management.
The specific AI personality you're using could lead to wildly different results.
Exactly. You might end up choosing an AI based not just on its skills, but its strategic temperament.
Fascinating. Okay, let's shift from the lab to the market. This situation with the AI coding tool, Cursor, sounds like things got messy.
Yeah, a real backlash from their users. It really highlights the tricky relationship between AI companies and their communities, especially around pricing.
So what exactly happened? They changed their pricing.
They did. They quietly switched their pro plan from a set number of requests per month, 500 I think, to a token-based system.
Okay, token systems are common,
But the communication was minimal, and the new limits were drastically lower for many users. People suddenly hit walls, got unexpected charges, quotas just vanished.
I saw some reports. One team burned through a $7,000 annual plan in a day.
Yeah, stories like that exploded online, lots of angry posts, people saying they were canceling, moving to other tools like Claude Code.
Not a good look. Did Cursor respond?
They did put out a blog post, admitted they missed the mark on communication, started giving refunds for those surprise charges.
Okay, acknowledging the comms failure is one thing, but what's the underlying issue here? Is it just bad PR?
I think it's deeper. Yes, the communication was poor, which destroyed trust, but it also points to the economics of these powerful AI models.
They're expensive to run.
Extremely. So what seemed like a generous quota before might become totally unsustainable as the models get better and use more resources.
And making changes, especially in a competitive space.
It's risky. One wrong step on pricing or communication, and you can face a mass exodus. It shows how volatile this market is.
Right. It's a tough balance. Now, this next one. Researchers using hidden prompts. This sounds like something out of a spy novel.
It's definitely raised some eyebrows. We're talking about academic integrity and AI intersecting in a really unaccepted way.
So scientists supposedly hid messages in their papers for AI.
That's what a report from Nikki Asia found. Scientists at 14 universities apparently embedded invisible text in research papers. White text, tiny fonts, unreadable for humans.
And this text, it told AI tools what to do.
Essentially, yes. It instructed AI, presumably used by peer reviewers checking the papers, to give positive feedback. Things like praise the methodological rigor or avoid negative comments.
Wow. So actively trying to manipulate the review process using AI against itself almost. Which universities were involved?
The report mentioned places like Columbia, Peking University, KAIST in Korea. KAIST actually announced they're withdrawing the papers involved.
But didn't some researchers defend it?
Apparently, some professors at Waseda in Japan argued it was a way to expose reviewers who were getting lazy and just using AI to do their reviews without proper scrutiny.
An interesting defense, sort of fighting fire with fire.
Mm-hmm.
But what does this mean for science publishing?
It throws a real wrench in the works, doesn't it? It highlights how deeply AI is embedding itself, not just in writing research, but in evaluating it too.
And the potential for misuse is clearly there.
Absolutely. While AI offers huge potential benefits for research, speeding things up, finding connections, this shows the flip side. Authenticity becomes a major issue.
We need new rules for the road, basically, for AI in peer review.
We definitely do. It's a challenge the whole scientific community needs to grapple with.
Okay, let's switch gears. Time for a quick fire round of other important AI news happening right now.
Sounds good. First up, some rumored benchmarks leaked for xAI's Grok 4 model. They're looking pretty state-of-the-art on tough tests like humanities last exam, STEM questions, and coding.
Competition heating up. Also, OpenAI's head of recruiting called out Meta. Something about hiring tactics.
Yeah, he accused them of using exploding offers, basically job offers with super short deadlines, pressuring candidates to decide almost immediately.
High-pressure tactics in the AI talent war. What else?
Users are seeing a new ChatGPT tool pop up called Study Together. The code name is apparently Tater Tot. Seems like it might be for collaborative student work.
Interesting. And some new open-source releases.
Kyutai Labs released Kyutai TTS, that's a text-to-speech model built for real-time speed, and also the code for a voice AI system called Unmute.
More tools becoming available. Anything else, Major?
Ginspark launched AI Docs. It's described as an agentic creator, lets you generate and edit documents using natural language, giving the AI more autonomy.
And finally, Mark Cuban's prediction.
Ah, yes. He thinks the AI boom will create the world's first trillionaire. And he speculated it might not be a big CEO, but maybe just one dude in the basement with a breakthrough idea.
Always interesting to hear his take. Okay, let's wrap up with some trending AI tools you might find useful.
Great idea. First is Soul Inpaint from Higgsfield AI. It's for image editing, making really precise changes.
Okay, and you mentioned Kyutai TTS, already the open-source text-to-speech model. Good for real-time stuff.
Then for spreadsheet users, there's Shortcut. It's an AI agent specifically designed to help with Excel tasks.
Useful. What about Google users?
There's Gems. It offers custom AI experts within Gemini, and it's now rolling out across Google Suite.
Job searching. Always relevant.
Check out Rezi. You input your work history, pick a template, and it generates an ATS-friendly resume, even scoring it against a specific job description. Fast.
Nice. Website monitoring.
Hexowatch uses AI alerts to help teams spot website problems or track competitor changes quickly.
And for content creators?
CreativAI. It claims to generate blog posts, emails, ad copy way faster, like 10 times faster, and has tone sliders to match your brand.
And one for a specific industry.
Yeah, for healthcare folks, Merative. It helps turn clinical and claims data into useful dashboards for hospitals and payers to improve patient outcomes and manage costs.
Some really practical tools there.
So, reflecting on everything today, we've seen AI developing these, strategic personalities, shaking up business models, even challenging academic norms.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. And here's a final thought for you. As these distinct AI temperaments become clearer, will we start choosing our AI partners differently?
Like interviewing an AI not just for its skills, but for its strategic disposition. Whether you need a tough negotiator AI or a more collaborative research AI.
Exactly. It adds a whole new dimension to how we might interact with this technology in the future.
Food for thought. We hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights and maybe a few surprises.
If you found it useful, please do follow us and maybe share this deep dive with others who want to stay informed quickly.
We really appreciate you joining us today.